What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we'll be focusing on the engine bay prep. Before that RB26 gets dropped in, we want to make sure everything's in place before the engine goes in and we're struggling with tight space. Anybody that's in the swap knows that with an RB26 in a Skyline engine bay, it's pretty tight in there. So we're going to be doing that today. Stay tuned. The reason why I'm plugging up all these canisters is not because they're permanently going to be staying there, it's just because I wasn't too sure with which lines go where. So I just want to put all the things in place, know exactly where the lines are followed up to. And of course, prior to the engine getting dropped in, I will be taking all these canisters out just because I don't need them in my way while the engine's getting dropped in. And it's not that challenging to put them back into place. My main focus with doing this engine bay preparation before the engine gets dropped in was to simplify my life, since I'm not fighting with hard lines and tucking things into place where they should be. Obviously common sense, put all these hard lines into place before the engine gets dropped in. All the pumps, all the brake lines, anything that really would be in tough corners where I would be struggling with afterwards. There's obviously a lot more that goes into putting an engine bay together, but just a rough idea of where goes what and in which order I put my things together. While I was working in the engine bay, my friend was working in the engine itself. Obviously, the motor came out of a car that was over 20 years old. There's certain things you got to replace before putting the motor back in. It's obviously like the timing belt, water pump, certain seals, gaskets. You didn't have to do the oil pump, but we did it anyways. I was planning actually initially to do a bigger build, upgrade the turbos, and do some internal work, but I'm probably going to save that for next year. So we started off by taking the crank pulley off, getting that out of our way, then removing the tensioners and the timing belt off. Obviously, that exposes obviously the water pump and the oil pump itself, so we removed the water pump. Then to get to the oil pump, we have to drop the oil pan itself, and putting everything back on is obviously working backwards. Ideally, when you're working on your engine, you actually want to have it mounted on an engine stand. Unfortunately, my engine stand was broken, so I didn't want to take the chance by actually mounting it on and something cracking and falling off. So since it was on the cherry picker already, we just ended up working on it with that. Okay, so the engine bay is ready for the engine itself to get dropped in. And as you guys saw, the engine, which obviously came out of a vehicle that's over 20 years old, needed a little refresh. So that's obviously, as I told you guys, water pump, timing belt, oil pump, a couple seals, gaskets here and there is obviously a good idea for an engine that age to get done before it gets dropped in. And if you guys like that video, click like and subscribe to the channel so you guys can keep yourselves updated with the most recent videos. All right, stay tuned and I'll see you guys in the next one.